I think afterwards we'll probably do pictures and stuff. But I try, this is such a big deal, and it's hard enough for a cast and really hard enough for the girl who's playing Dolores to actually know I'm there. So I try not to scare them beforehand, because there's a lot to think about. It's a lot of music, and so I will see everybody afterwards. I think that's the most respectful thing to do. Not to me, because I've traveled so much in the world that it isn't unusual. And then I've been to, it's like going to the opera. You listen to the opera in the language in which it was written, and this is the same thing. It's quite wonderful that we're able to be here in Milan, with this magnificent opera house that exists here, and that we are coexisting with it. And that makes me crazy. I love it, because I'm also an opera fan. So, I know it's crazy. You look at me and you go, really? Are you? And yeah. I also like hip hop. What are you going to do? Alan Menken, who is, he's written so much for Broadway and so much for the movies. I was worried, because I said, I love Be Our Guest, but can you do it? And he was like, well, let me play you what I've put together. And it's wonderful. It was just great. And then when you hear everyone singing, it's kind of like, yes, yes, thank you, God, yes. And they have done, he and Glenn, who is his writing partner, have done a spectacular job with the music. There isn't a misstep in the piece now. It's a celebration of sisterhood and a celebration of women, celebration of God, celebration of life, celebration of friendship, be it between, 3 thugs or 5 nuns. It's a celebration, the whole show. So I came specifically here because I wanted to be able to go back and say, I've heard it now in Italian, I've heard it in Viennese. This means that little girls who look like me all over the world can do Sister Act in their native language. I think that's pretty damn good. Well, I've been God several times. I was God for the Muppets. I've been God in somebody else's dream. I like playing God, because my God is much more like me. God knows there's going to be mistakes. He doesn't get too agitated about them, because if you give somebody freedom of choice, what are they going to do? They're going to use it. So it's